is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. My 52, my 52.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a second and long.
It's time to learn it. Mess around and put that thing over your
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
And this is third down.
To throw is Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
brings up
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
All day, every day, any day.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Like 41, you gotta wedge that. I don't even know why this keeps.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
The 31-yard line.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
They'll drop to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's gonna be a long day. 41 Mike, 41 Mike.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? On second down now, it's Peterson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember, met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans. But the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman. And the defense shut out the Vikings in the second half as that wound up a 27-10 Niner victory. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
50-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
7 on the play. First down, Vikings.
On first down, Stafford here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Matthew Stafford sacked. A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. Peterson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Adrian Peterson as good as they come, but here he can't get the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
This is Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On second down, Mostert. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 26. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Here's Mostert fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Adam Thielen, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Stafford. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break, Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wild card bout. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Peterson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he's struggling, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Again, Peterson. And the Vikings are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Vikings 7, 49ers 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. It's a run with Mostert. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And the Niners are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second and 3. No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run again with Peterson. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. A gain of 4. And this is 3rd down.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. The shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
41 Mike. Check, 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 check.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. His second. Catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
About to find out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, 41 Mike.
One more time with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th. with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Vikings.
Peterson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Watch the boot. 41's coming. 41's in mind. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First man through, it's the fullback use check. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
gain of 4.
4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on on fourth.
Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got?
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.